Square Enix says Final Fantasy XVI sales have been extremely strong. Square Enix has a reputation for very high sales targets for its biggest titles, so when we got word that Final Fantasy XVI sales had taken a dramatic week 2 dip in Japan, many believed the game would also fall below Square Enix's usually lofty expectations. As it turns out, Square Enix says Final Fantasy XVI sales are extremely strong. During its launch week, Final Fantasy XVI sold 3 million copies. According to a Bloomberg report, sales of the game dropped by 90% in Japan during its second week, indicating a lack of momentum. However, speaking with IGN, Square Enix has offered a more detailed view of Final Fantasy XVI sales and how it compares to other recent releases like Final Fantasy VII Remake. Taking into consideration the sales figures of the acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake and the difference in size of the install base of the PlayStation 4 at the time of this title's release, we can see that the attach rate of Final Fantasy XVI is considerably high, given the PS5 install base. Square Enix considers the initial sales results of Final Fantasy XVI to be extremely strong, and we will continue to carry out a wide range of initiatives to encourage even more people to play the game. While Final Fantasy XV sold 5 million copies at launch, it also released on both Xbox and PlayStation consoles, with a PC release roughly 1 year later. With Final Fantasy VII Remake, the game sold 3.5 million copies in just 3 days after its exclusive release on PS4. The PS5 release of Final Fantasy XVI has sold almost as many copies in the same amount of time while marketing to a smaller install base compared to the PS4 at the time of Final Fantasy VII Remake's release.